Hey guys, this is Manshark Sub LPs. I'm Sub, this is Warhammer 40,000 Mechanicus, and we'll call this episode 1 of our playthrough of this game. I don't have a catchy title for it. This is the second time I've started recording this one. Unfortunately, I did a whole 45 minutes and then checked it, and the game audio didn't record. So hopefully this time we're all good. It's been a while, as I'm sure some of you know. Anyway, this is a game set in Warhammer 40,000 universe, so let's get into it. I'm going to start on normal. We're also going to skip the tutorial and disable the percentage awakening gauge. Now, let me just explain how this works first. I don't want to skip the tutorial, but it seems like the game has an issue with doing the tutorial and the percentage awakening gauge in it because it's part of the tutorial, is it explains how that works. So in that 45-minute video, it just didn't work. Anyway, let's see if there's anything else here that we want to actually change, considering achievements will be disabled. So what this does is this basically puts a hard cap on the time that you can spend in the game. I don't want to do that. I never like doing that, so we're just going to get rid of it. Tombs awake level increase per tomb room. We'll keep it at 0. Increase per battle turn. This is just how difficult the battles go as you get further into each particular tomb. Tech Priest HP, we'll keep it at 0%. 0% for that, 0% for that. Number of extra fights, that's fine. CP movement cost. Okay, so this lets you move extra distance. It's very helpful. Discipline tree unlock method. I don't know what disciplined is, so we'll just keep it at default. Skills have single use per fight? No. Tech can only be equipped once per TP. Let's see. No. Enhanced exploration. I don't know what that is, so we're not going to involve it. Narrative events, we want those. Glyph events, sure. Available weapons, all. AoE weapons, yes sir. Starting Blackstone. Yep, Blackstone is our currency, essentially. Yep, that all looks good. Everything else is good. Let's just jump into it. So, let me do a little bit of an explanation. This is us. We are... I'm not sure if we're Archmagos. We probably should be, because we're in charge of everybody. We are Faustinius. This is Scavola. She is our tech acquisitor, and she's interested in all the technology on this world, which is nice. This is Videx, Lector Dogmatus Videx. He's like a really priestly tech priest. We can't look at the other ones right now because they don't actually have missions for us, but that's our Subdomina, whose name I forget. It's like Kepra or something like that. She's our military-minded tech priest, and these guys are more tech priests that I don't remember the name of. Okay, and you can see here this is us. I think this is Scavola over here, and this is Videx here. Here's our Blackstone. You can look at our pause menu like that. This is all of our unlocked tech. We have fucking nothing. These are like little abilities that we can get. So we've got an axe, we've got a blast pistol, and we've got basic servitor troops. Now, here's a little bit more of a representation of that. So here's our troops up here, and here are our tech priests down here. We have Magos Menarius and Magos Jeremiah. They're basic at the moment, but we have enough Blackstone to upgrade them. Either one of them twice, or both of them once. So we're going to do that. Here's the upgrade tree. We can trade them in 2 of these per guy. So Explorators get stuff which helps them move, and I think Punch On and Melee. Secutors are like troop buffers. Tex Auxiliums are... I think it's kind of a little bit of everything. Yeah. Lex Mechanics... looks like they're cognition point experts, so they really help you with keeping cognition points full. which are important. They power your abilities and give you reinforcements. Engine seers. Engine seers are really the more common sort of variety of tech priests. They're the guys who, like, they're the technicians. So it looks like they do a lot of repairing work. Yeah, pretty good. And Dominus are our warfighters, so ranged weaponry. We're going to select one here. +4 range for all ranged weapons. That's amazing. We better give him a ranged weapon. And we'll also give him a power axe, because we can. Okay, that's good for him. This is our other guy. We should train him in something different. Healing is very, very good. So we're going to start putting points into engines here for him. Oh, axe goes there. Pistol goes there. And as you add to them, they get, you know, bigger and better. Alright, so that's those guys sorted. We've only got 58 Blackstone, which isn't enough to do anything more. That's fine. They're very similar, which is alright. Though I think I like Jeremiah's portrait a little bit better than Menarius's. Okay, so we're going to get into this and like sort it out, and I didn't even start my timer, so let me babble on for a little bit while I open that up and get it going. I'd say I've probably been doing this for about 5 minutes so far, so we'll just keep that in mind. We're aiming for roughly an hour today, but probably won't get there, but we'll see. So, before we get into this, I do want to talk about what I've been doing. It's been a long time since I uploaded anything, partly due to Crusader Kings fucking up, and also partly due to my life situation at the time, which has changed as of today, which I'm very pleased about. What I found when I did the video, which didn't work with the audio, is this game is not easy to talk over when it comes to talking about something that is not this game. Very difficult. A lot of things happen. There's a lot of explanation, at least to start with. A little bit like how Crusader Kings starts off with a lot of explanation about what you're doing and how you're doing things. And I want to get into this explanation fairly quickly regarding like where I've been and what I've been doing, because it's just stuff I want to get off my chest, to be honest. I'm not going to do it right now. I'm not going to do it in this video. I'm going to make another video over a different game. Probably Hunter Call of the Wild. I'll do another little one where I just walk around and don't shoot anything, because let's be honest, nobody wants to see me go hunting wildlife. And I don't particularly feel like doing that, but wandering around in the wilderness is pretty cool. If ever I find another game where I can do something like that, because I think I kind of tapped out the Siberia map in that 10-hour video I did that one time. Don't worry, the video I'm planning is not going to be 10 hours. Maybe 1 or 2. I don't know how long it's going to be. It's not going to be 10 hours because that was insane and took like 3 days to upload. So, let's just get back to this. Let me have a drink real quick. Right, let's get back to this and work out what we're doing. So, Tech Inquisitor Scavola wishes to begin her research into the secrets of the Necrons. By the way, the world's infested with Necrons. That's what we'll be fighting. And has asked for specimens of the enemy to be gathered from the tomb of Acropis. So, objective is to collect samples. As a reward, we will get the Infestus Mechadendrite. That's just something we can equip to guys. It's nice. Which, it's a melee attack, it knocks a target back and deals 1 physical damage. Is it automatic? I don't think it's automatic. So yeah, you do actually have to work it out. Then there's it also gives us the Omnispecs, which if we activate it, looks like for 1 round, oh no, I think we cast it on something and it basically interferes with them. So yeah, 50% evasion from 1 target and 91 Blackstone, which would be nice. We'll be fighting Necron Warriors and Canoptic Scarabs. The other deployment we've got available to us is Winds of Change from Lector Dogmatus Videx. He's requested the deployment of a sensor servitor to fumigate the tomb of Agrelak and cleanse its spiritual corruption. And yeah, the objective there is to deploy a sensor servitor and cleanse the tomb. We'll get the Omniscient Axe, which is a better version of the axe that we already have. The Curatio Claw, which is it's a heal. It lets us heal things. And the same amount of Blackstone, and we'll only be fighting Necron warriors. Now, if we had the Awakening Gauge activated, this might actually be a real decision to make. In the one game of this that I've played beforehand, where I did have the gauge enabled, I went with the Lector Dogmatis here because healing. Also, Necron warriors are way easier to take down than Necron warriors and Canoptic Scarabs. Scarabs do an acid effect, which sucks, particularly when you don't have any healing ability. So I think we're going to do this one first, and then the other one. So let's get into it. This will also give us a good idea of what things are like. So we need to work out what we're deploying. We have 6 deployment slots. Here are available tech priests, and we can deploy servitors as well. So we're going to deploy both of our main tech priests and 4 servitors because they don't cost us anything. Servitors only have a single attack. It's a melee attack. It sucks. But when they get hit, we get cognition, which is important. And our canicles, we only have 1 canicle available, which is luckily a heal. Let's go. So yes, Videx has a wonderful... In fact, I think most of the tech priests have a wonderful way of speaking. Videx's way of speaking is normally he'll say something and then give you a quote from the Imperial scripture to back it up. Scavola does not like Videx, and Videx doesn't like Scavola. So here is Scavola. Scavola will always talk in code. So unnecessary use of cogitator power, waste of resources, Videx, insufficient use, go to the automatic bay to be improved. Yeah. So here you go. I should take my cues from the writings of Archmagos Veneratus Hieraticus. Let the stench of corruption be swept aside by the sweet winds of faith. One of my sensor servitors will cleanse the spiritual corruption with blessed incense. Right. And this here is how we interact with things. This is our scanner. Right, here we are. Kepra is our subdomina, so she's our military leader. Okay. The sensor servitor is a delicate piece of machinery. Fragile indeed are the tools of the righteous. So we're talking about the spiritual integrity of the mission. You can really tell that Imperial stuff is really based on fucking hearsay and not heresy, hearsay and homeopathic bullshit. Alright, so this is the Tomb's Awake level. It's currently at 0. That's important. Now, here's the tomb. We can't zoom in or out, but we can move around. This little skull up here is our good buddy Regulus. He helps us with things. We need to get here. We're currently here. Now, each one of these with a little exclamation mark on it is an event. It could be a fight. And this is what's called a glyph room. Now, glyph rooms are strange. And here's our canicles down here, of course. So if we click on that, you can see we could use that to restore 5 HP to someone. Not necessary. And nobody has an initiative advantage, which is lucky. I think we're going to avoid the glyph room. So we'll just move over here and see what we can do. Maintenance failure. Neo Dogmatics 7190 if his will be done. Let it be done quickly. Okay, so the sensor servitor has stopped moving and is belching pungent smoke. Runes of attention are blinking on its chassis, indicating several key systems require maintenance. You can really tell how badly things have gone. So, in Imperial technology. But runes of attention are like, okay. So we can do primary maintenance, which is the most perfunctory rites of repairing. Tertiary diagnostic, which is the entire rite of refurbishment, including the incantation of 7 diagnostic processes and addendum fabricatura, sorry. Or secondary repair, which is ritual of replacement. I think we'll go secondary. Yeah, so that took time, so the awake level has increased a little bit. It hasn't increased in the actual ticker, just in the tracker, so we're not going too bad. But we'll find out. There we go. Now it has. Yep. Noisome? I don't know. Miasma of fumes from the Xenos machinery in this area is masking the servitor's sacred incense. Power through, purge, or pray. Let's burn it. Prayer is power, but I cannot deny fire does too. We just got 2 cognition points. You can see them down here. That's important. Now, if we go to this room here, we'll have to backtrack. If we come down here, what we'll try and do is we'll come down here, see what happens, and then go through that line if it seems viable. This is non-standard behavior and speaks ill of the menials whose task was to maintain this machine. Beware the deviance of unknown tools, for the enemy finds his entrance thereby. Previously used Voxcaster unit pops out of the servitor's face panel. It attempts to engage the cohort in philosophical discussion. We can excise it, examine it, or engage it. We'll engage it. Yep, apparently it's been shit, so we lost a corruption point. Because it was being a heretic. That's fine. 1 cognition point down isn't too bad, so we'll just head up here. Again, this is still increasing our tracker here. Okay, the thing is blaring with noise. So we'll scrutinize it. Good. 2 cognition points up. So now we've got 3. Now when we move here, that's going to escalate. That's fine. See, there it is. So now we get extra Necrons in battle. Did I get an initiative bonus or something? I don't know, we'll find out. The servitor has managed to dump itself down there. We'll go Mechanics. Okay. So we did get additional cognition points, which are essentially wasted because we already had 3. But we've also increased the Necron initiative. So see there, that's happened. Now what's actually... it's not telling us. Well, whatever. We've got to go in and fight. Or do whatever we're here for now. That's a fight. So now we get to see what fighting's like. So, we've got Necrons. That is a Necron. This is stuff which happened in the tutorial in terms of introducing it, but let's not worry about that. Okay, so we should get deployment. We do get deployment. Right. You know, it's going to be easier to sort of just... they get the first turn. Alright, so we get to deploy whatever we want at the moment. We've got enough cognition points. These guys cost 1 cognition point each to deploy. That's fine. Our tech priests don't cost anything. So we're just going to put these guys in positions like that. I think that's a... Why does that have HP on it? Can't be a good sign. These things here, and I believe these ones here, are points where we can get cognition from. The red stuff, Necrons will come out of that. It's not good. These are Necrons right here and here. Oh, I think I see. This platform will move using these. Okay, cool. So he's in a position to move up there. We'll give him a servitor as a boost, but we'll just move him around slightly so that if someone gets shot, it's not the actual tech priest first. He to go down there because there are Necron spawners down there, so I'd be worried about those. Then we'll put a couple of more servitors like that. Right. They get first go. I don't think they're going to get in range. Perfect. Right. I don't actually know what that is. But we can always attack it. And find out. 1 damage, great. That's fine. He didn't have anything else to do. We'll also get this guy to move up. And he can also attack it. Whoa. Our guys are so good. Right, rest of them. We'll move him to there. I don't believe he's going to have a shot on anything. No, 12 meters, not far enough. But we do have servo skulls. Servo skulls, super useful. Oh, it's telling us that we should scan those. We could use them to scan things, or we can use them to gain cognition points. I'm going to use them to scan. Hang on. We've got to be next to it for that. Okay, we've no need to gain extra cognition at the moment, so we're going to reveal statistics. So this Necron Warrior has 7 HP and 1 energy resistance. Not amazing for us, because all of our ranged weaponry is energy based. But you know, it's not terrible. We send him down here. And the other tech priest as well. And we'll also use his servo skull to work out what that other Necron is like. So he's got 9 HP, but no resistances. And you can see it up here as well in the initiative tracker, so that's excellent. Okay, so every round that must move. Okay. Got a Necron Warrior appearing down there, that's not great. He will probably, yeah, he gets a turn before we do. But we've got a little dude here who's been charged with a machine spirit, and he's going to get into base contact with a Necron. So he's going to do 4 to 5 damage to this guy, and that guy does not have resistance to it. Wonderful. He's going to probably shoot me. Yep, critical hit as well. That sucks. He tried to move away, so he took an opportunity attack. He's dead. Yep. That's fine. They're supposed to die. Oh good, and he's walking forward. Which means this guy can get into contact with him. And he has the machine spirit buff now. It's not bad. Okay, this guy's turn. Okay, so apparently that isn't a thing to charge up on. That's annoying. Whatever, we'll shoot him. Now our shots do reveal statistics, which is great. Then we'll move him into close range and attack him with a power axe. Good. Now normally we would take an attack of opportunity for that, because that's what power axes are like. Necron Warriors do not have melee weapons, so they're fine. We could technically move out and we probably wouldn't get attacked. But we're going to actually use our Litany of Life on him, because he was pretty badly damaged, to be honest. And then we're going to move this guy into there. and have him punch him. And that should take him down. And when a Necron is taken down, they're worth 1 cognition point if you've got a tech priest near them. And also, just going to finish moving them up there actually. And also, you've got to hit them again within 3 rounds, or they'll just get back up. Why did all the cognition points go dark? Oh, that sucks. It's really weird, actually. Can we get into range? Hang on. We should be careful down here. You know what? It's more important that we overpower these guys. Huh. Oh well, fuck it. We'll get a dude up here. Now tech priests can double move. And I think we're going to do that. So spend 1 cognition to move. Now he's out of range there. Okay, that's fine. We are going to spend 1 more. He might actually be out of range because of that guy too. Well, let's try it. We'll move him up to here. So he still has 2 points of movement left. He's blocked, right? So we'll take a shot at him. Now, right. We are going to move him into contact. Because now he's got the opportunity to force this guy to move away to shoot him. Hopefully, Necrons reanimate 1 turn faster. Not great. Yeah, he's going to take a shot there. That guy might be dead if this guy... No, perfect. He tried to move, got an opportunity attack, and we took him down. So now this guy... Well, let's see. I'm going to put him there and have him attack this one, because that will also put him down. And unless I'm mistaken, that's everything. Yep. So you don't need to take them out completely to win. You just need to put them in a regenerating state. Normally it's better to just do the thing properly, but you know. So that's that entire mission dealt with. So we essentially just aromatherapied the tomb. As binary hierarch Gefsmord said, the weak in mind will seek to understand the Xenos, the strong in mind will destroy them and bless their ignorance. Always good to have some nice Imperial commentary. Alright. Yep, nobody took Blackstone to put in. We gained 36 from the enemies killed. We succeeded. We got the 3 things that they said we would. And some stats. Excellent. So now we'll go back over to Cohort and just see what we can do. We can upgrade one of our guys once. So. Do we have enough? Yeah. When you upgrade your tech priests, they get more augment slots. We don't have a slot that this guy can fit into at the moment. But if we go to disciplines, we can either go into another discipline or continue upgrading along Dominus. We're going to continue upgrading along Dominus. So, when you go into a blank upgrade slot, you can choose a unique body part for that discipline. So, we can pick a torso, which gives us plus 3 HP to take us to 13, and 1 point of energy armor. Leg augments, plus 3 HP, plus 3 meters of movement. The head, which is 2 and 1. Or the arm, which is 1 energy damage. I think that the best one there is probably the torso. And we do have to apply that. And there we go. So if we don't apply that, I wonder, we could apply the healing item, but the energy armor is super important because we're mainly fighting energy weapons. And we don't have enough Blackstone to upgrade anything else, so whatever. Right, so now we've got 2 missions available. Still the same one from Tech Acquisitor Scavola. And we've got one down here. That's not amazing. So he wants to install a system of voxcasters to transmit prayers through the tomb. From that we'll get the refractor field generator, which isn't too bad. We'll get better troops, so Scutari Rangers instead of Servitors. So actual ranged troops, and of course 94 Blackstone. It says it's easy. We'll be fighting Necron Warriors, Canoptic Acanthrites, and Flayed Ones. Flayed Ones are not pleasant. So we're going to take Tech Acquisitor Scavola's mission. Mainly because it gives us more Blackstone. Yep. And then 4 of them. At this point in the campaign, it's really easy for us to work out who to take with us. Better troops cost Blackstone to deploy, if I remember right. Or if you lose them, they cost Blackstone. Go to a different mission. He basically told Videx to go fuck himself. Watch your brother, for this is his sin of heresy is thy sin of tolerance. They really don't like each other. Oh, excuse me, a bit of a tiring day. Alright, here we go. So we're supposed to be gathering samples. Nope. My talents dissection after the fact. Alright. And yeah, we're supposed to send them in there and get them to do things there. There are some glyph rooms. We might see what those are this time, so I think we'll head up this way. Chamber head is lined with glowing green cylinders, each pulsing with power. Air is thick and greasy, so arcs of static electricity leap from cohorts' extremities as they approach. Chamber is almost certainly extremely dangerous, but it's the only way forward. Study it, move it cautiously, or shut it down. Slow and steady wins a race. That sucked. We did it without harm, which is nice. But the Necrons gained initiative, and the Tomb Awakening level is increased. So instead of 2 blips, it went to 3 blips. Yep. A presence, excuse me, has been detected. Okay, this Necron is fading in and out of reality as though it's about to disappear. Do we want to grab it, execute it, or extrapolate? We'll extrapolate. Apparently that was fascinating. So we got 2 command points. Got a glyph. Okay. This panel controls a heavy door leading to a treasure room beyond which is filled with cognition. If we can work out the right commands, and we'll reap the rewards within. I'm not terribly sure how you would go about working this out. Nope. Well, that sucked. One of our servitors took 3 damage. Not worth it. Okay, so if you go back to a room that you've already patrolled, you don't increase the awake level. Handy to know. There was a gunfight in here, 2 Scutari are dead. Do we examine it, eulogize it, or expropriate it? We'll examine it. Two command points. That's wonderful. Now we've got 4. You know what? Let's go to that other glyph room. so extra Necrons in battle. Not great. Chamber ahead has suffered damage from shifting of the landscape above. Several dozen tiny beetle-shaped constructs are scurrying about industriously as they repair the damage. Ignore it. Attempt to gather them. Attempt to gather several of them, or just gather a couple. We're going to ignore it. Well, that sucks. We were not ignored. One of our servitors took 2 damage, sorry, and the awakening level has been increased again. That might be alright. My serious. Oh, hey, 42 Blackstone. That's great. Now, I don't know if this is going to increase this to level 3 or not. It did. That's fine. So here's our fight. Okay, so our objective is to kill everything. Whoops. So we've got a Necron spawn chamber there, there, and there, and there. And 2 Necrons up here. 1 cognition thing down here, and 1 there. I think our objective should be to get across that bridge as quickly as possible. We are going to deploy all the servitors because we literally lose nothing by doing so. That one there, however, can go there. Alright, they get to go first because we lost the initiative in the startup. Which is kind of fine, actually. So there is something there that we can apparently scan, but we'll deal with that in a bit. What I would like to do is keep most of them safe. So I'll move him to there. This Magos is quite fine where he is, and we'll have him scan... That one doesn't have anything in it, so he'll scan this guy up here. Gain as a cognition point. Lovely. And then I might actually move him out to here, so that he can strike at that if necessary. This servitor, I'll move him in there just so that he's providing a little bit of a block. This Magos can go here. And then use his skull on that guy. 6 HP, no defenses. Wonderful. And then... And then this servitor can just move there. Just in case something comes out of these. Oh, this guy. Yeah, same reasoning. So we should get a cognition point out of that. Lovely. No new Necrons. I'm going to wait. And see what they do. Good, he doesn't have a shot. And these guys are also going to wait. Okay, that's pretty good actually. This guy, they can't get into base. I don't know if that creates a blocking thing, but I'm willing to risk it. Oh good, we can actually get this guy over here. 77 Blackstone, oh shit. Maybe I should have scanned those ones in that other battle. Can't see the Necrons on the initiative count. It's not great. Let's... Yeah, we are going to burn 1 cognition point to get him there. And take a shot at this guy. Say it's free real estate. And then we can actually keep him moving because we didn't use all his movement and get him back into cover. This servitor will take a chance on this thing again. And then this guy, move him out to there. Take a shot. And then we'll move him back in. These servitors, I'm gonna move them over here to deal if something comes out of these tombs over here. I don't want these guys to have to charge from like huge range. Okay, we got Canoptech Scarabs appearing. Forgot about those little fucks. And a Necron Warrior out of that. Yeah, we're just going to tell us what Canoptech Scarabs are. They're dangerous. They do physical damage and apply an acid debuff, which does like a point of damage a turn for 3 turns or something like that. Hugely high damage. Also, this has changed. There we go. Okay, so. Get him into base contact and make the attacks. 1 point of damage, not amazing. Then our servitor here, not our servitor, this is one of our tech priests. We can actually take a shot at that range, can't he? Kind of want him to do better with just taking a shot though, so we'll move into there. It looks like that doesn't provide cover. Oh, hang on, machine spirit charged, so +1 damage. Nice, and he doesn't have any resists either. Good thing about that gun is it detects that. And let's grab a point of cognition from that. We could charge in. I don't feel like it though, because this guy's about to charge in and create a block. Let's go for the 2 damage. Come on. Lame. Okay. We can get a shot on him actually from this point here. And we are machine spirit charged, so we know it's going to do damage. Lovely. So we've got to deal another point of damage to him in 2 turns, or we'll lose him. Let's use our guy to reveal the stats down here. He's got physical resistance. That's a huge problem for us in terms of our guys here can't deal with that. So we're going to move our tech priest into range and use the power axe. Now it's not machine spirit charge, but it should do enough damage to actually do damage. Maximum. That's wonderful. And now if he moves out, he'll get another attack against him. And I believe he will move out, because he can't make an attack with his ranged weapon where he is. That being said, if I move this guy around here... No, he took an opportunity attack. Only 1 point of damage. That's excellent. So now we've forced this guy essentially to be in a position where he cannot move out. So he's just going to do his shitty melee attack. As opposed to this. Like 4 damage. Now the Canoptechs are going to move around. Oh yeah, they also heal, don't they? Fuck me. Alright, whose turn is it? His turn? Alright. He can't move past that guy, so we're going to skip him for the moment. Same here. This guy we're going to get to move in here. But his attack is actually going to be again... Oh wait, he's machine spirit charged. It's definitely going to be against that guy. Because then he does extra damage. Okay, wonderful. Down here, Oh, we're Machine Spirit charged, which means that we're going to destroy 1 point of armor. Very important. I'm not going to make an attack with him. Now it's... yep, so he's reanimated. Missed that. Thought I had longer. But he did just take 5 damage in an opportunity attack, which was a critical and just wiped him out. So, pretty happy about that. Okay, that's good. We might have taken this guy down. Yep, wonderful. So I'm going to now move this servitor back this way. Okay, these guys are all going to get their little thing. Got a couple of opportunity attacks, or 1 opportunity attack there. He's dead. Kind of expected to lose him. The scarabs are probably going to swarm this guy. Oh no, they're going to do some repairing. You both gonna? Yep. Okay. That's not great. He needs to be taken care of. I'll move him here. He does have his big attack geared up, so there it is. Cool. This guy, I don't know how much damage scarabs have, but I do know that he's only got like 2 HP left, which I can take care of with the power axe. So I'm going to move him here, shoot my shot at these guys. Okay, that's good. And then move him into this position, but I'm not going to attack the Necron, I'm going to attack them. And that killed them. They don't have reanimation, so they're gone. No, I do not want to move. And if he tries to move, which he probably will... Oop, even more extra Necrons in battle then. This guy. Yeah, I do actually want him to make an attack. Very nice. That probably does mean that the Scarabs are going to get a little bit antsy, but... what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the Servitor into contact with them, so that they either attack him or take an attack of opportunity. Let's see. We do have... yeah, I'm going to take that shot. Wonderful. So they're entirely killable this turn. And in fact, we will. I think that's it. Yep. As soon as all the cognition goes out of things, you've got it. Like, you're done. Whew. So that's our second mission done. Let's see. Disappointing. Employ teleportation technology to achieve post-destruction decorporation. Fascination intensifies. Okay. Upon destruction, the Necron constructs vanish, leaving no samples to be collected. Do we abandon, analyze, or archive? I'm going to analyze. We have awakened the tomb, but we have found a weapon. Do we have to escape? No, mission complete. Whew. Present data is over past data. Love it. Enemy constructs destroyed, less than 0. Chances of functioning Necron available. Faustinius is pretty good as well. Like, his speech patterns aren't quite as easy to pick out as Videx or Scavola's are, but my emotional cores are returning sensations of frustration and resentment, and I choose to acknowledge them. Your understanding equals approvable. Love them. Alright, so we did lose one, but that's okay, they're infinite. We got a lot of Blackstone out of that. We got the 2 things and the reward that they said we'd get. Lovely. Oh, we also unlocked a canticle because we completed 1 mission without using a canticle. So the next physical attack will deal +3 damage. Lovely. Alright, let's upgrade our cohort. So I think he had 2 upgrades so far? Yes, he had 2 upgrades. So his next upgrade along the Dominus track will let his servo skull deal damage to a target instead of or in addition to scanning it. I think it's in addition. Yeah. Or our other guy, who hasn't received an upgrade yet, will be able to get another piece, which puts him further towards auto repair, which is super useful. In fact, we can get 2 upgrades there, so we're going to give him... We can give him energy armor and 3 HP, 2 HP and energy armor, physical armor, or 2 HP. Out of these 2, the choice is obviously the torso, but the physical armor is interesting. I think we're just going to go for this one at the moment, the HP and armor, because it's useful. Yeah, now also we did get the Phosphorus Serpenter, so the issue with that is it costs... does that take 2? Yeah, we don't actually have enough slots to equip it yet because it requires 2 slots. 2 Blue Org medic slots, and we don't have them unless we get rid of the Power Axe or that, because this is only taking up 1. Also, it requires 2 cognition to use. Don't get me wrong, it's amazing. 4 to 6 energy damage as opposed to the 1 to 2 we're doing at the moment. Great. And when it gets Machine Spirit, that goes to 6 to 8. It'll kill a lot of things. But, you know, it's also not super relevant to us. I'm kind of enjoying the loadout we've got right now with the blast pistols as scanning devices and the power axes as melee. Though we could use the Omnis Iron Axe instead. Does that require... Okay, so the power axe, single target melee, opportunity attack, 3 to 5 physical damage, and destroys 1 armor. The Omnis Iron Axe is 2 to 4 physical damage and immobilizes the target. So the power axe does more damage, and immobilizing the target isn't important to me. I usually want them to be mobile. So that's kind of irrelevant to us, isn't it? Do we actually buy that upgrade? Oh, we bought 1 upgrade for one of them because one of them already had an upgrade. Was that right? Yes, yes. I think it's time for this guy to go down a different route as well as Dominus. So he's good at range. Next mechanics are very useful because everything runs off cognition points. As are Tex Auxiliums because of the reduction thing there. But the rest of that isn't exactly useful. I mean, that's okay. Command fire is useful when you get ranged troops. We don't have any yet. We do get more tech priests, of course. Just not yet. This is the melee fighting one. You generally don't want to be a Dominus Explorator unless you really just want to own everything, because what's the point in buffing ranged if you're also buffing melee? No melee weapon is equipped, you get extra range shit down there. Tough decision, to be honest. I'm gonna go Lex Mechanic. Yep. And now we've got an extra slot here. Now that's great for us, because what we're going to do, so we can equip an Omnispecs if we want it. I don't want. The Infestus Mechadendrite, that's alright. I mean, that's a point of damage. Or the Curatio Claw. I mean, all good. I mean, maybe not the Omnispecs. The Infestus Mechadendrite, not as important as it should be. I mean, you can kind of get a thing where if we got into melee, punched someone with it, then we could use our ranged weapon because it pushes them back. But I'm not interested in that. The Curatio Claw... it would be useful, but you know what would be more useful? The awesome ranged weapon. Now, this is good for us because if our cognition bar is empty, we get an additional cognition just from his enhanced analytics thing here, no matter what. If the gauge is empty, we get an extra point. Which enables us to just pick up one more and we can use that weapon. Very useful, does a lot of damage, I love it. Just check out our tech. Yeah, so you can see we've unlocked a few little things. Oh, here you can see how to unlock these things. So if we do another mission without using a Canonical, we'll get Craft 2, which is an upgraded version of Craft 1. And just completing missions gets you the Litany of Life, which is nice. What else? It's all very standard sort of buff stuff. It's pretty cool. Very useful. Gain cognition points. There's an unknown one here, which I don't even know what that is. Alright. I think we'll put it down there and return next episode to deal with whatever new deployments we have. I mean, we've still got the same one here that... is it the same one? No. This is the same one here, the one that gives us Skitarii Ranger level 1. This one here upgrades our cognition gauge's max size, gives us Blackstone of course. We'll be fighting flayed ones, destroyers and warriors, and gives us scanners, which lets us steal more cognition. Anyway, let's... Oh, okay. That's not a thing we have to worry about. Anyway, we're going to leave it there. I probably won't do another episode immediately after this one. It's getting a little bit late and I kind of want to eat something. But I will definitely do that video where I'm going to just talk about like how things have been going personally. I'll find a game to play while that's happening. Nothing too intense. Something nice and scenic. I wouldn't mind having a look around places. You know, we'll see. I'll try and get that and this one up at the same time. So they should both be up at the same time. But this one got recorded first, just so, you know, if anybody's keeping track of chronology. So, in the meantime, I've been Sub. You've been yourselves. Later.